As we age, our homes often accumulate items that no longer serve us, but it can be hard to let go of them. From worn-out furniture to sentimental keepsakes, clutter quietly builds up, occupying space and energy. But here's the truth. Before you turn 70, there are certain household items you should consider decluttering, not just for a cleaner home, but for a simpler, happier life. This isn't just about making space. It's about creating a living environment that supports your well-being, eases your routine, and aligns with the life you want to live. In this video, we'll explore 6 specific household items that can be holding you back more than you realize. Decluttering them will bring more than just a tidy home. It will give you peace, freedom, and clarity. Stay with us until the end, because I'll also share a habit that can instantly transform your space and simplify your life, making it feel lighter and more in tune with your desires. Number 1. Worn out and unused furniture. One of the primary sources of household clutter is old, worn-out furniture that no longer serves its purpose. Over time, we accumulate extra pieces, old chairs, tables, cabinets that might have been useful once, but now take up precious space. These bulky items may make your home feel cozy when they were first brought in, but as time passes, they become obstacles. Think about the recliner you never use or the oversized dining table that hasn't hosted a big family gathering in years. These pieces no longer serve you, yet they quietly fill up your home, making it harder to navigate and clean. For seniors, too much furniture can increase the risk of tripping, bumping into things, or simply feeling overwhelmed by the amount of stuff in the home. Frank, at 74, was no exception. He had collected furniture throughout his life, some given by friends, others inherited or purchased, but it started to pile up. Moving around his house became increasingly difficult, cleaning took longer, and certain rooms felt more like storage than relaxing spaces. When his daughter pointed out that he had 5 chairs in his living room, only 2 of which were used, he decided it was time to declutter. Frank began by clearing one room. He removed a broken chair with a wobbly leg, a massive coffee table that made it difficult to walk through the room, and other unnecessary pieces. After clearing out these items, Frank experienced something he didn't expect: relief. His home felt more open, more inviting, and easier to live in. The truth about furniture is that when it's useful, it enhances your life. But when it's just taking up space, it adds weight, mentally and physically. As you age, it's important to ask yourself, when was the last time I used this? If you can't remember, it's time to let go. A home with less furniture is easier to navigate and more functional. Number 2. Clothes you never wear. Everyone has that one closet filled with clothes they never wear. Maybe it's the suit that hasn't fit in years, the dress worn only once, or a collection of old t-shirts sitting untouched at the back of your drawers. While it's easy to hold on to these items, they only take up valuable space. Your wardrobe should reflect who you are today, not who you were decades ago. Linda, 72, had a closet packed with clothes she rarely wore, dresses from the 80s, jackets she hadn't touched in years, and shoes that hurt her feet. Every morning, she found herself frustrated by the number of choices, most of which weren't practical for her current lifestyle. Linda decided to make a change by going through her entire wardrobe. She divided everything into 3 piles: clothes she loved and wore, clothes that didn't fit or were uncomfortable, and clothes she was keeping just in case. While the just in case pile was the hardest to go through, letting go of these items gave Linda more clarity. She realized she wasn't losing anything. She was gaining space, reducing frustration, and simplifying her daily routine. With fewer items, she could easily find what she loved to wear and make the most of her wardrobe. When you declutter your clothes, you simplify your life, making getting dressed in the morning a more effortless process. Plus, Donating items to someone in need can turn your clutter into a gift for others. Ask yourself, do I really need all of this? If it doesn't fit, if it's uncomfortable, or if you haven't worn it in years, it's time to let go. Number 3. Expired medications and old toiletries. It's easy for medications and toiletries to pile up over time. Bottles of pain relievers you no longer use, half-used prescriptions, expired creams, and unused cosmetics. All of these items accumulate quietly in your cabinets. The problem is that expired medications are no longer effective, and in some cases, they can be harmful. Many people keep medications just in case, but the truth is that expired prescriptions should be disposed of properly, and if you need them again, you should consult your doctor for a fresh prescription. Toiletries also have expiration dates, and using them past their prime can lead to skin irritation or infections. Think about the bottles of lotion you haven't used in years, that tube of sunscreen that's been sitting on your bathroom counter, or the perfume you no longer wear. These products don't last forever, and holding on to them unnecessarily adds clutter to your life. Robert, 75, discovered this when searching for a bandage in his medicine cabinet and finding expired painkillers and old prescriptions he no longer needed. Once he cleared them out, he felt relieved knowing his cabinet was organized with only useful and safe items. By decluttering medications and toiletries, you simplify your life, make space for things you actually use, and ensure that everything in your bathroom is fresh and effective. Take the time to go through your medicine cabinet and bathroom drawers. If something is expired, toss it safely. If you haven't used it in over a year, let it go. A simpler, more organized bathroom will make your daily routine easier and stress-free. Number 4. Old papers, documents, and unused mail. One of the most common yet overlooked forms of clutter is paper. It accumulates in drawers, on counters, in boxes, and on tables. And before you know it, you have stacks of outdated bills, expired warranties, and instruction manuals for appliances you no longer own. Paper clutter can cause stress, making it difficult to find important documents when you need them, and giving you a sense of being overwhelmed by the mess. Barbara, 73, had an entire filing cabinet filled with decades-old documents. She had tax returns from the 1980s, utility bills she'd forgotten about, and receipts from long-forgotten purchases. When she struggled to find an important insurance document, she realized how much of the paper she'd been holding onto was irrelevant. By decluttering her papers, Barbara reduced her paperwork by more than half and felt a sense of relief knowing she could easily find what she needed. Decluttering your papers isn't just about making space. It's about freeing your mind from mental clutter. Sort through your paperwork with a critical eye. Shred old bank statements. Recycle instruction manuals for appliances you no longer own, and keep only the essential legal, financial, and medical documents. With today's technology, most important records can be accessed digitally, so you don't need to keep physical copies of everything. Managing your paper clutter will reduce stress and create a more organized, peaceful space in your home. Number 5. Kitchen items you never use. The kitchen is one of the most cluttered areas in any home. Over time, we accumulate gadgets, utensils, and appliances that we rarely, if ever, use. From unused blenders and food processors to overflowing drawers of mismatched utensils, the kitchen can easily become a chaotic space. Clearing out these items will make cooking easier, cleaning simpler, and overall life more enjoyable. George, 76, had accumulated a wide range of kitchen items over the years, but many of them had sat untouched for years. There were blenders, toasters, plates, and glasses he never used. After knocking over a pile of unused baking sheets while searching for a pan, he realized it was time to declutter. George went through his kitchen one section at a time, asking himself, "Do I actually use this?" By getting rid of duplicates, expired spices, and items he hadn't used in years, he transformed his kitchen into a more functional and organized space. Decluttering your kitchen isn't just about making it look nicer, it's about making your kitchen work for you. By clearing out unused or unnecessary items, you make meal prep simpler, reduce cluttered countertops, and create a kitchen that supports your lifestyle. Start by opening your cabinets, checking your drawers, and asking yourself, when was the last time I used this? If it's been years or if it's collecting dust, it's time to let it go. Number 6. Sentimental items that no longer serve you. Sentimental items can be the hardest to declutter. Old letters, keepsakes, gifts, and souvenirs often hold emotional value, and letting go of them can feel like letting go of precious memories. But the reality is that memories don't live in objects, they live in you. Holding on to too many sentimental items can weigh you down, making your present life more difficult to manage. Helen, 78, found herself holding on to boxes and boxes of old letters, souvenirs, and keepsakes. When she moved to a smaller home, she realized that much of what she'd been keeping was just taking up space. Instead of holding on to everything, she decided to be selective. She kept a few meaningful items, her wedding album, some letters from loved ones, and a small collection of souvenirs that made her smile. The rest she let go, either donating useful items or taking photos of things she wanted to remember. Decluttering sentimental items doesn't mean forgetting the past. It means making space for the present. You can still hold on to meaningful memories without being burdened by a collection of things. Let go of items that no longer bring you joy or serve a purpose, and free yourself to enjoy the memories without being weighed down by physical objects. As we wrap up this video, take a moment to reflect on the 6 household items we've discussed. Decluttering isn't just about clearing space. It's about creating a home that supports your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Each item you let go of isn't a loss. It's a step toward a simpler, lighter, and more enjoyable life. Whether you're letting go of furniture that no longer serves you, outdated clothing, expired medications, or sentimental clutter, the process is about freeing yourself from the weight of unnecessary things. As you age, the importance of a well-organized home becomes even clearer. A decluttered space helps reduce stress, boosts your sense of control, and makes daily life simpler and more enjoyable. The process of letting go isn't always easy, especially when it comes to sentimental items or items with memories attached. But remember, letting go doesn't erase the past. It allows you to embrace the present fully and prepare for the future. By taking small steps to declutter your home, you can transform your living space into a place that's not only easier to maintain, but also one that brings you peace and joy every day. Have you already started decluttering some of these items from your home? Or maybe you've realized it's time to tackle one of these categories. Whatever your next step is, we'd love to hear about it. Share your thoughts and experiences with us in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating content that informs and inspires you. See you in the next video.